Hey yo, it's your man Janelle from the Mausoleum, reincarnated, just as hard-headed. 80 on representing underhanded Indiana with the Winter Madness recap. First battle, some up-and-coming dudes. I don't remember their names. Shout out to them. The next battle, I think it was J2 and A Ward. I got A Ward 2-1, possibly 3-0. You know what I mean? J2 was cooking. Shout out to Indiana, do your thing. But you know, one of J2's rounds, he tried to hit people with the homophobic shit, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? Like that shit might work in Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta. It might work at King of the Dot or someplace, but nah, man, not in Detroit. That shit didn't work. And Hayward just dissected him, you know what I'm saying? He used one of J2's bars about, he was like, when you battle such and such, you said you'll have your homeboys rape somebody's R word, somebody's children, somebody's baby girl, and this and that. Then you talk about protect trans kids and, you know, the LBCTQ community, you know. They ain't on that shit. They ain't on, you know. Anyway, A Ward 2-1, you know what I mean? I can't even talk about that stuff. Anyway, next battle was shit, I don't even remember the order yet. Let's go Swamp and Calico. I think Calico got that 2-1. The Swamp was doing this thing. Thing about being in the building, you don't get to catch every line, you know what I mean? You don't get to catch everything. So if you pay to be in the building, you should get the VOD for free. You should get a link and say, hey, you get to rewatch it too. You know what I mean? Anywho, but you know what I mean? I ain't paying no more money for this shit. I'm gonna have to wait for the videos to drop. But yeah, Calico did his thing. He was talking about he had the D12 on, you know what I mean? I believe Kanava is his uncle, you know what I mean? He's been on Kanava's mixtapes, the Midwest Marauder series. And I think Calico was on some of them D12 mixtapes. Like, if you want to get the real D12, you gotta listen to the mixtapes. Like the shit that come out with Eminem. You see what happened when Slaughterhouse came out with Eminem. You know what I'm saying? That shit was trash. And, you know, and when D12 dropped some albums, they Purple Pills and, you know, anyway, but yo, shout out to Calico, you know what I mean? He was rocking the D12, and now I kind of felt that was kind of real odd, because, you know, up in the building, they only playing street shit, you know what I mean? I ain't hear D12 at all. They played a Bizarre track, and really Bizarre don't even rock with D12 as far as going on tour with him. He's doing his solo thing, so I don't know what's going on there, but Bizarre was in the building. Shout out to Bizarre. They played I'm the King of Detroit, which has some, you know what I'm saying, the new up-and-coming Detroit artists on it, you know what I mean? But for the most of the night, they playing a lot of Calico's music. And you know what I mean? And some of the Detroit artists that's hot right now, you know what I mean? But yo, I peeped the plug out. He was supporting his uncle. You know what I mean? They probably told him, yo, rock the D12, man. Support your peoples. Which he did. He said, I believe he said before his battle, you know, go to D12 World or whatever, or order some merch. You know what I mean? up in the building, you know what I mean? They had the Black Mafia merch. They had some food, you know what I mean? They had the bar up in the building, you know what I mean? I went to the dispensary, got my little one, you know, man. You know what I'm saying? They gave me a first time customer joint. So I got the pre-roll for free. And you know, I hit up the pre-roll before I went into the building. Sparked that up. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't allowing no drinks or no carry-in drinks into the building. You know what I mean? I know I'm backtracking, but I'm going, you know, every which way with this one. But before the event, you know what I mean, people in line, and Uncle Ra came through and asked for predictions, you know what I mean? Shout out to Uncle Ra, 15 minutes of fame, you know what I mean? But like I said, I lit up my pre-roll, you know what I mean? And I was like, yo, Underhanded Indiana. He's like, you from Indiana? I was like, yeah. He was like, how far is that? I was like, that's 5 hours. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, back to it. You know what I mean? They had the merch, you know what I mean? The food up in the event. So, you know what I mean? I was like, you know, I ain't gonna be drinking, you know what I mean? So I refrained from that because, you know, shit's expensive nowadays, you know what I mean? I'm balling on a budget, you know what I mean? As you see, I'm in the hotel room, balling on a budget, anyways. But, yeah, I was like, I went to the bar, I was like, yo, let me get a water. $2. They give you the little rinky-dink, little quarter water looking joints for $2, man. And most of the battles got the real water bottles, you know what I mean? So I guess that's a perk of being a battler, you know what I mean? But yo, times is hard, I get it, but damn, the little rinky-dink waters, yo, it is what it is. But let's go to yeah, I said, yeah, the Calico Swamp. It's 2-1. I had Calico Edgeny, you know what I mean? Let's go to the next battle. Let's say Tay Rock and Marv won. That's a debatable battle, man. Marv was cooking. Tay Rock was cooking. I don't know, like I said, man, like if you come to the event, you should get a free, you know, a free VOD, man. For real. But I gotta rewatch it again, you know what I mean? I was up in there hooting and hollering. You know, giving my masterpiece shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I had a good time, man. Hey, it's 2-1 either or. You know what I mean? That was a dope battle. I think it might be battle of the year. You know what I mean? It could be battle of the year. Ill Will versus Bill Collector. Ill Will had slipped up in his first round. Bill Collector, I don't think he slipped up. I don't think Bill Collector slipped up. I think he had a pause in one of his rounds. But, yeah, I think he had a little stumble in his first round also. But I think the last 2 rounds, Ill Will was cooking, you know what I mean? So I give that Ill Will 2-1. You know what I mean? Because Ill Will choked in the first. And I think Bill stumbled. So, yeah. So, yeah, Ill Will 2-1 over Bill Collector. The Coffee Brown and Bailey battle didn't go down. No explanation. The X Factor twerk battle didn't go down. No explanation, you know what I mean? You know, I was having issues with my tickets because, you know, I was going through my phone, started deleting apps and shit, and I think I deleted my Eventbrite, and then I had to re-upload it for my ticket, and my shit was fucked up. It wasn't giving me my ticket to get scanned in, so I was at the door for damn near half an hour trying to get my Eventbrite app back working right. So, you know what I mean? They finally looked me up. The sister girl looked me up and found my name and information. And, you know what I mean? She let me in. So shout out to her. You know what I mean? I was like, I'd be damned if I paid $200 for another ticket. You know what I mean? Like the day of, they were supposedly charging $200, but I don't think they ever did. But yeah, I got my ticket situation in order. So I have to get my Eventbrite shit right. Damn, what battle am I missing? All right, let me go to Arson Moot. When Ars came through, you know what I mean? The whole night, people was kind of fighting for their position, you know what I mean, to have a good view of the battles. You know what I mean? So when Ars came through, him and his entourage was like, move back. You know, he was kind of a weird energy, you know what I mean? So he was like 6, 7 deep, you know what I mean? So he's telling everybody, get back. So his vibe was off, you know what I mean? His energy wasn't right, you know what I mean? And if you with your goons or whatnot, that's cool. But you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing that needs to stop in battle rap. That's my entourage over here and everybody behind us can't root for nobody. You know, the energy of, you know what I mean? Moot came through, so I'm behind Ars's people. I had Ars, you know what I mean? In my prediction, I got Ars winning 2-1. So, Arsenal's entourage is right in front of me. So the battle begins, and I'm giving it up giving props where props is due. I don't give a fuck. I'm betting on Ars, but hey, if Mook say some hot shit, I'ma holler. I'ma do me. You know what I mean? I spend my $100. I'm doing me. You know what I mean? If you got a hot bar, you know what I'm saying? I might have overdone it. You know what I'm saying? I smoked it. You know what I'm saying? My pre-roll, but hey, it is what it is. But this, if you ain't room for us, go over there type energy. Nah, man, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. Like, I'm giving it up for Mook because he's cooking. You know, as y'all seen, he's doing his thing. So I'm like, yo, repeating bars, and you know what I mean, if he bring it back. So Ars's man, see, doing the puffy red joint, LA hat, read it out. He kind of look at me and staring at me, and I'm looking back, he like, yo, he's saying something, but the battle going on, so I'm trying to hear what he's saying, and still watch the battle, but he's on some who you rooting for? Like I'm supposed to be team arse only or something. Like I said, man, I ain't got no horse in the race. I'm rooting for whoever. You know what I'm saying? I got your man's arse, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still doing my thing. I don't, you know what I mean? Whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. You know what I mean? So, because earlier, another dude was like, yo, let me get your spot. Let me get over here. You know, it's like they playing some Tetris shit, like trying to get in front. It's just some weird shit, man. Some weird energy shit. You know, some Team Mars over here and nobody over here can root for Mook type energy. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real. I think Calico told a bitch when he was in New York, yo, get over on this side. You know, all that shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. We can't be doing that shit. Motherfuckers paid their money to get in the building. Let them root for whoever they root for. If you want to be team negative vibe energy and try to, you know what I mean, try to have some vibes where you can't root for this person or that person, man, cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit out. You know what I mean? But anyway, arse choked. Imagine that. Your negative vibes and your energy wasn't even right, and you up there, biggest battle of your life, and you fuck around and choke. And Mook was doing his thing. Mook was like, yo, we at the BET Cypher, and you diss me. 5 minutes later, you got your arm. Murder Mook 3-0. I was wrong. You know what I mean? So the thing about my prediction, I kind of knew Arsenal's gonna come on that disrespect your mom vibe. And let's keep it real, man. Getting clean, you know, in hip hop, a lot of people is on that sobriety vibe. I'm clean now. You know, even the alcoholics, some of them don't even drink. So I respect it. Royce 5'9", he don't drink no more. You know, I used to do my thing. Real crazy like. And that shit catches up with you. In Detroit, y'all brothers, the weed's legal. But yo, y'all gotta use that shit in moderation, bro. Everybody, whoever watching this video who smoke a lot, yo, bro. Just stay healthy, man. Health is wealth. I'm gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into my situations, but yo, and that smoking weed and the Hennessy and shit, it caught up to me. You know what I mean? I got a second chance at life. So, yo, don't take that shit for granted, man. Use that shit in moderation. You know what I mean? But yo. But Mook was on some different shit. He broke down, yo, I got my props for spitting my bars. You got your props for being disrespectful. So, he countered Arse's third. You know what I mean? So when Arse came through and was disrespecting his mom, it's like we all knew that energy was coming. And to be real, nobody wants their peoples to pass away, man. On some real shit. Nobody wants their moms to die. And for those who have had that, how you expect them to feel when you coming with that shit? Yeah, it's battle rap, that's your job, and that's, it's battle rap. But yo, like when A Ward broke down J2 for talking about my man's a rapist, do that to your daughter and whatnot, that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe. So when Arsenal is going at Mook for his mom's passing away, You know, back in the days they got in a fight over that shit. So the energy, yo, it ain't the vibe. Like I said, Mook countered your third round when he, you know what I mean, he countered it. He predicted that shit. So kind of he set you up for the trap. So Mook won that battle 3-0 and 2-1. You know what I mean? I thought Arts could get him with I'm more traveled than you, more this and that. But when Mook said I got my props for saying that shit, you got your props for saying that shit that ain't supposed to be said. Hey, he countered you. So, yo, Mook, I was wrong. Murder Mook, salute. You know what I mean? Murder Mook. Oh, yo, and Clean Paper versus T-Rex. T-Rex, 2-1, possibly 3-0. Clean was cooking a little bit, but T-Rex was calling him a fiend. Talking about I wouldn't sniff a white line if I was sniffing cologne. Test them, you know they give you that white shit they spray. Man. That shit hit, man. That shit hit. But yeah, man. Shout out to Detroit, man. They be saying Detroit ain't biased, but a lot of people weren't showing. A lot of people weren't showing the non-Detroit people giving their props what props is doing a lot of that shit. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I had fun, Detroit. About to take off, head back to Indiana, man. One love, man. Shout out to the Midwest, Detroit, Chicago, everybody who came through. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, stop with that my side over here. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the vibe, man. This is battle rap. You know what I mean? This is battle rap. Till next time.